So I've never done this before, and I'm just gonna do this now. I want to start a video blog. I feel like I'm an interesting guy. I got a lot of stuff to say, a lot of thoughts on things. So here goes. Really quick, everybody needs to know. My name is Maurice. I live in Upland. I work for Sprint. So I do have a job. I'm not some random dude that's looking to get paid to do this. I'm just a guy that has an opinion about some stuff. Um, with that being said, uh, I don't know. I know what to say. Life is really funny. And I'm 28 years old, and I woke up and I realized I'm really, really blessed. I'm not here to be a Bible thumper or shove something down your throat, but think about the little things that you go through in life. Just think about that. The stuff you take for granted. Like your breathing, for example. Let's take breathing, for example. You don't realize how much you need to breathe until you can't anymore. Think about that. Every time you take a breath, every time you do the full motion, the inhale, the exhale, somebody just died. Somebody literally just took their last breath. And yet people sit around and complain about everything in life. Now, I'm not saying that life is easy. I'm not saying life is hard. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you shouldn't be upset about some of the things that go on in your world. What I'm saying is appreciate the fact that you are still in the world, because you could very easily be not in this world. And I think a lot of people forget that. There are a lot of stupid people out there that are willing to take somebody's life for no reason. There's a lot of fucking diseases. There's a lot of just everything. There's a lot of people that make bad decisions on a daily basis. There are a lot of people that are so fucking selfish that they think it's okay for them to commit suicide. You know, like, really? Are you so serious? Your life was that bad that you felt like you needed to take it and hurt other people around you that actually care about you? That's fucking selfish. And so I just wanted to put that out there. Like, I appreciate life. I've always appreciated life. I appreciate the fact that I have full use of my legs. I can blink my eyes. I can see. I can move my eyebrows. I have hands that function very well. I have a mouth clearly that can talk. I have a tongue that works very well. I can have two very, very good ears. Um, you know, I'm appreciative of the little things in my life. The shit that people take for granted is the shit that can get you in trouble because you don't know how much you need something until it's taken away from you. And it's just one of those things where I felt like I needed to say you need to just appreciate things. I think everybody should appreciate things. The fuck? Oh, somebody text messaged me. I think everybody should appreciate things because you never know when it's going to be your last breath. And speaking of which, um, make sure your hyphen stands for something. Like if you never hear from me again and I never do this again, never post another video to YouTube, make sure your hyphen stands for something. Like make sure that when it's all said and done, like your tombstone, like your birth date, like my birthday is January 23rd, 1984, and my death date, whatever that is. The fuck? Um, make sure your hyphen stands for something. Like, make sure that how do you want to be remembered? You know, like there's always going to be haters. I don't care who you are. Like, you know, there's always going to be haters everywhere you go. Like, you do enough, you live long enough, you're gonna accumulate people that just don't like you, which is fine. What I'm saying is those people that don't like you, like, make it so that they even still can appreciate you even in death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that fool fucking, you know, he always did this or this, but man, he was like a really solid dude. Like, I can't believe I hated on him for just being himself, you know? You know, and the people that love you, make sure they love you and remember you for the things you've done for them, you know, the advice you gave them, anything. Like, make sure your fucking hyphen stands for something. Like, it would be a sad ass day if you got buried with nobody there to see you off. Like, that's a fucking sad day. Like, and the reason why I say this is because I remember my grandmother's funeral. My grandmother's funeral was standing room only. When was the last time you went to a funeral that was standing room only? Like, it looked like a fucking club in there. Like, it was literally like standing fucking room only. Like you could not get a seat. Like if you showed up late, you were literally just kind of hanging out around the outside walls because she had touched so many people in her life. Mind you, my grandmother had sarcoidosis, which is basically it's an immune disease which attacks the lungs, and she couldn't breathe. She had oxygen in her nose 24/7, and she still managed from her bedroom to touch so many lives and affect so many people that those people took a day off from work to acknowledge her existence and then acknowledge her homegoing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want. I want that. Not necessarily standing room only, but I want to, you know, have people stop and go, you know what, this guy was solid enough for me to miss money for, for me to go to his funeral. And I'm not talking about like, family and shit. I'm talking about people outside of my family. If my family doesn't show up, I'll fucking kill them. Like I'll go back and kill them myself. But I'm talking about like that one random person you used to work with that goes, man, I remember that day when he gave me this kind word and I was really down and I was really thinking about doing something stupid with my life. But he stopped something. He stopped and said something to me that made me feel really, really good. Like it's those moments that people should live for, as opposed to bling bling and like how many bitches I could fuck and like all this money I got, like what kind of car you driving, like the little shit. Like you may never get big shit in your life ever. I'm not saying don't dream big. I'm saying it may never happen. So if you keep trying to obtain big shit, you may fail all the time, and that would be enough to drive somebody crazy. But if you just appreciate the little things, just the little things, the big shit will come. And that's all. I mean, I just if like I said, if I never make another video, like that's all. I felt like doing this video right now, and it is 9:49 a.m. August the 5th, 2012.